Okay, so once again, allowing ourselves to get comfortable, allowing ourselves to drop into our heart spaces. Taking a few nourishing deep inhales and exhales, perhaps really allowing all of our bodies to come into that one flow of unified consciousness, our physical, mental, emotional, and spirit bodies. Bringing our full conscious currency, our full life force stream of pure individuation of source into direct flow of unified consciousness within. And as we're taking some deep breaths and connecting to our heart space, connecting to that infinite 0 point connection of eternal life, getting comfortable. And where can we surrender even more in this now moment? Where can we let go of the thinking mind, the egoic mind, let go of the thinking mind's desire to bring forth the streaming of consciousness, of the worries of time and the worries of the to-do list, and all the different layers of minutia that it brings forth. Honoring it for the grand catalyst of so many opportunities of growth and expansion, and setting it aside and dropping into our heart space even deeper in this now moment. Remembering and identifying with ourselves as source, as the unique individuations of pure source that we are and always have been, and as the directors of our light ship and the radiating beacons of light that each and every one of us are, we have the divine birthright of commanding our thinking mind, our egoic mind, into the full direction and directing of our own desired created reality. So commanding it to take a step to the side as we drop into our heart space. And as we drop into our heart space, setting a clear intention. What is it that I, as an infinite creator being, as a radiant beacon of pure source light, desire to create as my reality through my clear intention? The more we allow ourselves to connect to the present moment, to connect with and identify with ourselves as source, and to direct our consciousness into a clear intention, the more we allow ourselves to experience all the grand and radiant gifts and benefits of embodiment of pure source realization, the embodiment of our I am presence, the embodiment of all that has existed within us from the moment of individuation, that pure connection to the all that is. Setting the general intention here and now, calling in the greatest miracles capable of manifesting here and now for all whom have gathered with grace and ease in accordance the highest prime source creator, light, love, law, and order, releasing everything and anything that no longer serves us throughout all space-time continuum, and calling home, calling back online, calling back into embodiment, the highest and fullest expression of our divinity, meeting each and every one of us where we are in this now moment uniquely, and allowing for the greatest journey and flow of pure soul alchemy here and now. Beginning that breath of resurrection if you haven't already. Again, it's all in through the mouth and out through the mouth. A 2-part inhale and a 1-part exhale, sounding something like this. Inhale, lower belly. Inhale, heart. Exhale. Inhale, lower belly. Inhale, heart. Exhale. Finding the rhythm, finding the pace that feels most nourishing and nurturing for you in this now moment. Do and through and all around us once again. Divine Mother Sophia Source's womb of all creation, her plasma womb frequency, flowing all around us, bringing us into this portal of infinite source creation, the everything and the nothing. And as we allow ourselves and choose as the choosers of our choices to further dive into this portal of infinite creation and infinite potential, where can we let go? Where can we surrender? Where can we let go and surrender into greater and greater embodiment of sovereignty and greater release of all entanglement into the victim-victimizer programming? Seeing it in its full transparency and clarity of how it plays out in so many different ways within the linear scope of the third density. Letting go. Where can we let go? Where can we disengage? As we feel the radiant flow of clarity and transparency moving down and through and all around us through the stream of diamond light, we further allow for our bodies to clear, cleanse, disentangle, transmute, preparing us and allowing for us to open up more, to expand even more in this now moment here together. Opening and allowing as this radiant flow of the 5 pillars of pure God realm light, pure prime source creator God realm light, flowing down and through and all around us, instantaneously creating an impenetrable field of illumination all around us, further assisting us in that felt sense of deep engagement of faith, trust, surrender, and comfortability in the connection with the highest expressions of our authenticity, our true and authentic selves, in full glory and expression, in clarity and transparency, making the way to the full awareness of this now moment, of exactly what it is within us, within our cellular DNA, within our cellular water, that desires to be witnessed, embodied, integrated, that desires to be released, staying with the breath. Flowing through now and all around us is this radiant column of pure platinum source light, once again preparing us for this grand journey of here and now, as it moves down and through and all around us, allowing for us to transport ourselves now into this grand and radiant temple within the inner earth, going within the inner earth here and now, within the inner earth, within the grand Tetons, opening us up and meeting us in a grand and a luminous way. Saint Germain now steps forth, opening up, flowing through in this grand temple of pure radiance within the inner earth. We enter into this flow of the gold and silver violet flame of transmutation, flowing down and through and all around, and assisting each and every one of us, assisting us and bringing us into our own unique sphere of this radiant transmutational light, feeling the bandwidth of its consciousness in service to law of one, in service to the radiant Christos consciousness, assisting us here and now in the embodiment and the resurrection of the highest expression of our own Christos blueprint, our own I am embodiment, opening and allowing. as we enter into this grand and radiant portal, into this temple of the gold and silver violet flame, met by, yes, Saint Germain, and yes, many other Christed beings and masters who are here to meet us uniquely in this now moment, assisting us and engaging us as we come into the flow of the intention of going deep within our cellular experience, opening the Akash within our own cells, within our own master blueprint that is held within each and every cell of our DNA, within each and every aspect of our physical, emotional, mental, and spirit body, is the micro reflection of the macro of our entire journey as an individuation of Source, opening up now to go through and into and allow for the release of all experiences, all imprints, all entanglements that desire to come forth in way of guilt and shame. Opening up, feeling as the guardian gatekeepers of the Akash step forth, step in, further assisting each and every one of us on this grand journey. We feel this elixir of the greatest felt sense of illumination flowing down and through, this perfect elixir of the gold and silver violet flame, moving down and through, flowing down and through our central channel, assisting us in opening ourselves even more, assisting us in opening our gateways, pathways, meridians, and chakras to the grandest expression and flow. And what is called forth in this now moment for each and every one gathered in this experience is, where am I willing, as the Source sovereign being that I am, where am I willing to surrender, to let go of the attachments, to let go of the attachments to playing the victim and the victimizer, so as to open up to the grandest opportunity of the witnessing and participation of pure soul alchemy through the violet flame of consciousness. And as we begin to soar on our journey of here and now, opening, feeling, allowing, embodying, taking full sovereignty and ownership of every single choice, thought, word, and action consciously and unconsciously participated in, we allow ourselves to enter into a portal of grand rebirth and resurrection. Allowing, breathing it in. I am a being of the violet fire. I am a being of the violet fire. I am a being of the violet fire. Kurosipir sandri asasipishan. Hayalale sandri pisandra kusundri. Halatar sundra pisendi and the andrasan. Trususa prusa sundri sisundi. Trafundri sandi al uli piandrisi. Trususa pieshani andre kia turusundriesini. Ala sundri pi shundri. Hasushi pi asandri sandrasan. Halale sundri pi andri andra. Sasasu pi sundri pi shundra. Swaswayanrepi, Purupia Sopia Siniandratan, Halala Sosipia Sandri. Opening up, feeling as you feel and sense and witness the further diving in, opening up, feeling the radiant courage opening and flowing through, as we allow ourselves to move beyond the fear, beyond the thick and deep bandwidths of entanglement that are created and rooted and grounded into our energetic fields when we choose to participate in the frequencies of guilt and shame, letting go, feeling the freedom, seeing the freedom, witnessing the freedom, as though the violet flame begins to become your, through the eyes, through all aspects of ourselves, further illuminating, shining the light on that which desires to transmute here and now. Letting go, seeing beyond the veils of illusion, those experiences that you have long imprinted and held yourself in the torment and imprisonment of guilt and shame. You see, witness now on a detailed quantum level of exploration how this entraps not only your own source consciousness, but that of all the other participants within the human collective. And when we free ourselves, we free all. Opening, feeling, allowing, feeling that flame moving through, feeling the heat within the body as we literally witness ourselves becoming an expression of the phoenix rising within. Where can we let go? Where can we let go? Where can we let go? Allowing it to take place, opening up, staying with the breath. What the mind has created is an impossible experience of freedom and sovereignty the mind could never know, as the mind is a reflection of the microcosm of the veils of illusion, the mind matrices. Follow the heart, follow the rhythm and the flow of the violet flame. Open ourselves up to the grandest potential that lies within. Letting go, reclaiming freedom and sovereignty, reclaiming through the letting go of the fear. Pupri sandri andre pesan. Purus ars anders. Flowing in, flowing through, feeling the omnipotence of this radiant alchemical fire flowing through, as though you're witnessing the oversoul, your oversoul, coming in and through the violet fire and embodying more and more and more as you let go of these massive frequencies and entanglements of guilt and shame, going deep within. For some, experiencing perhaps the witnessing of hundreds, if not thousands of lifetimes, moving through on a screen, what appears to be a video screen moving in front of you, letting go, feeling, sensing, and witnessing the letting go, opening that womb chakra, and letting go, opening the root, opening the solar plexus, the heart, the throat, the third eye, and the crown, and all of the gateways, meridians, pathways, and portals in between, becoming, feeling, and becoming, witnessing the grand scope of omnipotence that lies within the consciousness of this violet fire, whereby we can witness, as the witnessing presence, the lessons, the fragments, integrating, the gifts left behind, integrating, while watching the washing away and the transmutation of all the threads of polarity in which we have chosen to imprint. Letting go. And as we continue to let go, we feel this radiant presence flowing through and down from the God realms of the amethyst order, fully flowing down and further bringing forth, enhancing, bringing forth the frequencies of pure amethyst fire, coming through in this grand orchestration of here and now, as above, so below, as below, so above, bringing into further recognition within the spirit body and the light body, the resurrection of the purest and highest frequencies of our electromagnetic framework that lies within the spirit body. Feeling the command from the amethyst fire, feeling the command and the resurrection of the elemental properties that lie within this radiant energetic field, assisting in the further resurrection of our plasma, our ectoplasmic bodies, as we go deeper and deeper and deeper into the grand pool of the violet fire, letting go. Saint Germain assisting, opening up those spaces that you previously felt too ashamed of to even allow yourself the opportunity to witness and to go there. Feeling the compassion and unconditional love, allowing ourselves to go there, removing, transcending, transmuting any and all threads of the consciousness traps of disassociation, whereby we have completely disassociated and compartmentalized aspects of ourself, letting go, moving through the neural pathways, moving through all layers, all threads of our existence, feeling it moving through. Sundara sundara sum. Staying with the breath. As though you feel and sense and witness the breath, fanning the violet flame within each and every cell, within our cellular water, further catalyzing, further assisting in the grand reveal of all that desires to release and let go. Taking the breath even deeper, allowing ourselves, in that felt sense perhaps of overwhelm, surrendering even more. Surrendering. When we surrender, we let go of resistance. When we let go of resistance, we allow ourselves to flow into the embodiment of greater and greater and greater aspects of our pure source selves embodied. Letting go. Feeling it flowing down and through. Opening up the heart center, opening up our wings, moving through as we feel Saint Germain and the many other Christed beings and masters and those of the Amethyst Order, this high angelic pure prime source creator collective, moving through and disengaging, transmuting threads of technologies, consciousness traps and inserts left behind through our experiences within the veils of illusion. Letting go. Feeling as though we have our own personal vortex of the violet flame, the gold and silver violet flame, moving all the way above to the sides, all around and down below. Sensing, witnessing, assisting as the director of this experience, watching portals and pathways to deception and the ciphering of our consciousness, transmuting, washing away, restoring and resurrecting the full flow of our life force currency within, feeling it and allowing it. Where have we projected guilt and shame? Where have we, in our embodiment and our choosing of guilt and shame, projected guilt and shame upon others, and then felt a sense of judgment of ourselves and others, and then witnessed ourselves cultivating even more guilt and shame for having projected it? Letting go. Seeing how it is a cycle, a finite and looping cycle of further imprisonment, enslavement, misery, for all who are contained and entangled within it, letting go, feeling as Yeshua steps forth now, pouring down and through the central column, this radiant flow of omnipotent, pure golden plasma light, this pure Christed light of resurrection, pouring down and through, feeling it as though we become the golden chalice. We become the golden chalice of pure resurrection, further assisting us in that invitation, feeling the power, yet this soft and tender flow and embrace, the unconditional love and compassion that flows through in this radiant column of golden light, flowing down and through and all around, further opening us up to the grandest expression of that which desires to be birthed within and as. Opening up, feeling all of our cells dancing in delight as we continue to let go. Continue to let go of all of the misery programming. And as this golden chalice of pure liquid gold and light continues to flow down and through, we begin to see it flowing down and through into our heart centers, in the pathway between the heart and into the solar plexus, as it opens up even further to reveal where religious programming has further allowed for us to embody these frequencies of guilt and shame, not enough. Opening up to the greater clarity as Yeshua steps forth to express in the most radiant expression capable in this now moment for each and every one of us, the true essence of his divine purpose of having been an earth incarnate, having been an earth conduit of the pure embodiment of multiversal Christos consciousness, opening that up and activating that within our hearts, within our solar plexus, into the grandest form of illumination, so that we can come into the greatest embodiment and awareness of what resonates as the highest expression of his divine purpose, and the divine purpose of all the ascended master beings who've embodied Christ consciousness similarly to that of Yeshua, opening up as his omnipotence flows in and through and as us, we begin to see, feel, and sense the higher truths. We begin to open ourselves into the greater release and surrender of the guilt and shame as we begin to see and unravel the distortion that lies within those imprints. Halala sunyandra bia sunyamiyandro sipu sandran. Halala semiyandriandro purasi piria sandriandian. Halaya sumbriandra drandrandra sumbriandriandran. Hayochiandri biandor sundra isariundri biandrandan. Bring our breath now back to our regular breath and allowing ourselves to receive as we continue to receive this grand activation and initiation into the greatest flow of divine truth, of pure and radiant Christos consciousness, through the lens of the divine purpose center of Yeshua, yes, that represents the full expression of that which desired to be brought forth, to be seated, to be expanded within all of the human consciousness and all beings seen and unseen upon and within Gaia. Yes, during the truest and highest expressions of timelines of the incarnation of Yeshua. And yes, of the many, many other beings of radiant and pure embodiment of pure I am presence, pure Christos consciousness, allowing to see, feel, and sense the grand resurrection of very specific aspects of our Christos Diamond Sun architecture here and now, coming into the greater flow and expression. And as we allow ourselves to receive and allow, we begin to see within the still point of our heart center, within that 0 point, within the still point of our solar plexus, our divine purpose center, opening up, radiating this radiant diamond rainbow light now, flowing down and through our central channels, flowing down and through directly from Prime Source Creator, further assisting us, feeling, sensing, witnessing the resurrection of our diamond rainbow Christos bodies, coming into the grander flow as we, as the choosers of our choices, as the God sovereign beings we are, choose to let go of guilt and shame and all threads of and frequencies within. We feel, sense, witness, embody, and direct the homecoming of these significant frequencies of pure Christ light within, feeling and allowing as we begin to witness ourselves now. Witness the many layers of grand divine illumination, the gold and silver violet flame continuing to work on the periphery of all that is in this now moment, continuing to transmute, transcend, and melt away. The golden Christos liquid light of resurrection. And within these spheres of omnipotence, that radiant diamond rainbow Christos light, as though we witness ourselves as this radiant sphere of pure Christos light now, moving through, activating, embodying, feeling a sense of peace, feeling a sense of homecoming, and feeling a sense of the immaculate flow of unconditional love, joy, and compassion that instantaneously ignites and resurrects when we allow ourselves to let go of guilt and shame. Feeling and allowing. Alayo yanrae brapese anrepe andrupe utru anran haruraye unre anreya ratan feeling ourselves now being softly, gently, powerfully embraced by these radiant masters of pure Christ light. All around us, all the many beings and guides and masters of pure and radiant Christos light, flowing through and all around us now, supported within this platinum column of source light. We are now brought within, once again brought within the womb center of Mother Earth, Sophia Gaia, feeling the soft embrace, feeling the nourishing flow of her pure source essence, opening us into a greater space of grounding back into our physical bodies, grounding back into the here and now, as we find ourselves flowing in and through and into our heart space, feeling and connecting with the breath and allowing the exhale to further assist us in bringing forth and through our central channel the grounding of all that has taken place here and now, feeling and moving down and through our legs, our ankles, our feet, out through the many threads of pure diamond light that are the extensions of our chakras, meridians, flowing down in deeper connection to the diamond grid network and the golden grid network, feeling that grand sense of connection, feeling and witnessing all that you have shown up to orchestrate as the director of your pure source consciousness, how it is rippling out into the field of pure quantum everything, rippling out, connecting, and allowing, feeling that greater sense of unified consciousness now as all of these beings step forth, placing their hands around your heart center and bringing forth a gentle yet powerful felt sense of pure oneness. Feeling a sense of oneness, seeing yourself in the reflection of each and every one of these beings of pure and radiant Christos consciousness. Feeling as Yeshua steps forth, as Saint Germain steps forth, as Mahavatar Babaji steps forth, Divine Mother steps forth. Feeling as you look into their eyes, you see yourself. Opening ourselves even more into that flow of pure connection, of pure receiving of the invitation for the greatest embodiment of oneness. And as we come back into our heart spaces, receiving the flow of this nourishing, unified field of consciousness, placing our hands upon our heart, and placing one hand upon our solar plexus, and allowing ourselves to further ground into this moment, ground into real time, ground into our human selves, into our physical temples, into the here and now. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Taking our time, coming back when we're ready.